this year, there was a severe cold in Vijayanagar. Everyone was suffering due to the cold.
It seems like the cold for the next 5 years will fall this year itself.
People should learn the art of making a profit from me by mixing adulterated ghee with pure ghee.
What are you doing, sir? I didn't do anything.
You spilled all my ghee monies, honey. And you are saying you didn't do anything. Now who will clean this?
But it wasn't me.
Now stop talking and start working. Clean it quickly. It's time for customers to come. If they see the shop in such a condition and leave from outside, I will incur heavy losses. Monies, honey. What are you standing and staring at? Clean it up quickly.
Upon hearing Udanka's scream, some people came there. And among them was Minister Saranga. Just like Udanka was clever and cunning, Saranga was equally wise and known for delivering justice to the people of the kingdom.
Take a cloth and clean it quickly. Monies, honey.
Clothes? But I don't have any clothes.
What are you wearing?
Kurta?
Then take off your kurta and clean it.
But I only have this kurta. Then what will I wear?
I don't know about all that. Now hurry up. If I incur any loss, you will see.
When Udanka asked Raman to clean with his only kurta, Saranga thought of teaching Udanka a lesson and stepped forward.
Wait.
Minister, are you?
You're right, Udanka. It's Raman's mistake. He has caused you a loss. And he must clean up and compensate for it.
Hail the minister. I was also saying the same thing, Monies, honey.
Wait, I haven't finished yet. Raman will definitely clean by taking off his kurta. But after he is gone, you will also have to take full responsibility for his family.
What do you mean?
I mean, I have been hearing you talk about if this happens, if that happens regarding Raman since then. But nothing has happened yet. Just like if he caught a cold by taking off his clothes, and if he falls sick, and God forbid, if something happens to him, what will happen to his family? He is the sole earner in his family.
But I didn't think about all this.
Forget all the ifs and buts, Udanka. Tell me, does Raman need to clean the shop? Come on, Raman, take off your kurta and fulfill Udanka's wish. Otherwise, if there is any loss, then...
No. There won't be any loss, Raman. It was my mistake. You go. I'll clean up myself.
By the way, what has he spilled?
It's ghee.
This is adulterated. So you are engaged in the business of adulterated ghee in the kingdom?
Mr. Minister, he always sells us adulterated goods. Now I understand. I fell sick because of his adulterated ghee.
Me too. My family as well.
Ganga, you have committed a serious crime by selling adulterated ghee. You will be punished for it. According to my knowledge of law, you should receive 3 punishments for this.
What? Oh, no. Forgive me, Minister. I had heard that your justice is never wrong. But this is completely the opposite. 3 punishments for 1 mistake. What kind of justice is this?
All right. You cannot escape the punishment. But I give you the privilege to choose 1 punishment from the 3.
Which 3 punishments?
Either you consume all this adulterated ghee kept in your shop yourself, or take 100 lashes, and if not, you will have to give 1,000 gold coins to those who fell ill due to your adulterated ghee. Now tell me, Lanka, which punishment do you accept?
Bearing lashes wasn't Udanka's cup of tea. And 1,000 coins were too much for that miser. After thinking a lot, he decided that drinking the ghee would be the easiest option.
Let the punishment begin.
After drinking 1 box of ghee, Udanka started feeling uneasy.
Why did you stop?
And as soon as he consumed half of the ghee from another box, his courage failed him.
Minister, I cannot do this, please. Just beat me with lashes, Manies, honey.
As you wish. Soldiers, take him inside and punish him with lashes.
Udanka accepted the punishment of lashes. But his delicate and lazy body was accustomed to only resting. Bearing lashes wasn't his thing. And after a few lashes,
Stop, somebody save me, Manies, honey. Minister, forgive me. I'm ready to pay 1,000 coins. Please stop the lashes, Manies, honey.
in this way, Udanka received each of the 3 punishments declared by Saranga. And justice was served to the people. Everyone began to praise Saranga. And thereafter, Udanka never sold adulterated ghee to anyone.
Oh no, I lost so much, Manies, honey.
King Vidyadhar needed a minister for his kingdom. Someone wise who could give him the right advice at the right time.
Listen, listen everyone. Pay attention to the king's command. 4 months from now, those who bring fresh vegetables from their fields and a bowl of intelligence while following their shadows all the way to the palace will be chosen as the minister of the kingdom in the royal palace. Listen, everyone.
Manies, honey. I will definitely become the minister.
Come on, let's begin the work to become the minister.
You are right.
While everyone was working in the fields to carry fresh vegetables to the royal palace, Saranga's preparation was different from them. No one could understand what was going on in his mind.
Saranga, we need to take fresh vegetables to the royal palace, not just the soil.
Days and weeks passed. Finally, the morning arrived when everyone had to go to the royal palace with their respective vegetables and fruits.
I will become the minister.
Saranga's preparation was different, and so was his path.
Udanka, look there. Saranga is going that way.
That path goes through the hills. Even people drain out while walking on that path. How will the vegetable remain fresh?
Oh, so everyone in Vijayanagar wants to become the minister, eh?
Here are the fresh vegetables.
Eh?
Look at this.
And this too.
The vegetables are fresh, but you had to come here while chasing your shadow. Didn't you hear the announcement?
Everyone thought that by simply bringing fresh vegetables, they would become ministers. That's why no one bothered about the condition of the shadow in the announcement.
Yeah.
Saranga was intelligent. Upon hearing the condition that one must come chasing his shadow, he understood that the king wanted them to enter through the western gate of the palace. On that path, the sun rays fall on the backside of the people, thus creating their shadows in front of them.
Mungi, look there. The king has asked for fresh vegetables, but he's just carrying soil.
He can't be so foolish. I am sure he has found a way to carry fresh vegetables to the palace.
You mean he will become the minister?
No! By looting his vegetables, we will become ministers. And then there will be no need to steal forever. Hey you! Whatever vegetables you are taking to the palace, hand them over to us. Otherwise...
Yes, sir. I will do right away. Here it is. You should open it only in front of the king. If opened earlier, the air might spoil the vegetables.
Oh yes, we get your point.
Chungi and Mungi had reached the king with the box given by Saranga.
Hail to the king! Greetings.
Wow, you came here while following your shadow. But where are your vegetables?
My king, I don't think he has them. Huh? Please take a look at my fresh vegetables. After becoming a minister, I will handle people like him who waste your time.
Okay then. Let me have a look at your vegetables. Huh?
A letter? Where are the vegetables?
Accept our greetings, King. We are thieves, tempted by the desire to become minister, we stole. For this, we should be punished. Arrest them and put them in jail.
As I had mentioned earlier, Saranga was intelligent, and now it was his turn to prove it. So the villagers who thought Saranga was just carrying soil were mistaken. In reality, it wasn't just soil. It contained vegetables and carrots that he had grown in the bullock cart over the past few weeks. He planned to ensure that the fresh vegetables reached King Vidyadhar.
Well done. You must have also bought that bowl filled with intelligence.
Yes, my king. My king, there is intelligence in it, but you will have to extract it without breaking the pot.
The pumpkin that Saranga had placed in the pot had grown as big as the pot itself over these days with the help of the manure and water. Without breaking the pot, it would be impossible to take it out. But he wanted to test Saranga further.
Your intelligence and cleverness are admirable, Saranga. Now tell me, if we have to choose one of these 3 dolls for the royal court, which one would it be?
I will need 3 wires, my king.
Sure. Hey, what he's doing?
This doll is the best for royal court, my king. Because if a secret is spoken into the ears of the first doll without understanding its significance, it will let it out from the other ear. If the secret is spoken into the ears of the second doll, it will speak it to someone else. But whatever is spoken into the ears of the third doll will remain a secret only.
Wow, well done. Just one final question.
The king showed 3 rings to Saranga and asked, suppose the red ring empowers the wearer to devise plans. The green one grants the ability to implement plans in normal situations, and the blue one gives the power to execute plans in difficult circumstances. Who should wear which ring in this royal court?
My king, you should wear the red ring because the plan is made by the king. The green ring should be for your minister so that he can implement plans in normal situations. And the blue ring should be worn by the commander so that he can execute your plans in any difficult circumstances.
Well done. You are really intelligent, Saranga.
My king.
And thus, with his wisdom, Saranga became the minister of Vijayanagar and worked for years for the welfare of his kingdom and people. Kisan and Uma were very old. They worked day and night for years, saving some money so that they could fulfill their lifelong dream of going on a pilgrimage.
After working hard day and night, we have finally arranged the money. Money is the king.
Before setting on the pilgrimage, Kisan carefully hides his bag of coins because the path Kisan and Uma were going to take was full of thieves and robbers.
I am tired now. Now you take care of this bag of coins. Oh no, my bag of coins!
Save me from this bear! Oh no! Somebody save me! You are more worried about the bag of coins than me. What if someone takes me away?
Now who would take you, Uma? But in this bag there is money. If it gets lost, we might end up with nothing. Money is the king.
It seems that there are more wild animals here than thieves. I think we should stay somewhere nearby for the night.
Fearing thieves and wild animals in the darkness, Kisan and Uma decided to spend the night in a nearby hotel.
Listen, brother, can we get a cheap and decent room here?
Oh, yes. Why not? Keep your bag over here and come with me.
Bag? No, brother. This bag will go with us.
Huh? Okay, come with me. This is your room.
But seeing Kissan's concern for the bag, Bimlesh started suspecting that there might be something valuable or money in their bag.
Steal the bag while they're sleeping. They're so old that they won't even come to know.
Kissan placed the bag under his head like a pillow and slept. In the night, Bimlesh and his wife stole their bag.
My bag! My money! I am finished, Uma!
Huh? What happened? Who is there?
All our belongings, money have been stolen.
What? This must be the work of the hotel owner. He was talking about keeping the bag with him yesterday. Let's go. Return our bag immediately. I know you are the one who stole it.
What? You are accusing me of theft after I provided you a place to stay? Get out of here.
Minister, a sheer injustice has been done to us. That hotel owner, Bimlesh, stole our years of savings. Please help us get justice from the king.
But how did this happen? So Mr. Bimlesh says he didn't steal. And you say the theft was done by him. But you don't have any evidence for it. Yes, I have a solution for this. Justice will be served.
Then tell us the solution quickly.
Before that, both of you will have to do a task for me.
I will do anything. Just tell me the task.
All right, all right. I have a drum. You need to carry it from my house to the palace. First, you complete this task. Then the same task needs to be done by Bimlesh as well. One more thing. The drum is a bit heavy. Handle it carefully while bringing it.
As you wish, Minister.
Next morning, Kissan and Uma took the drum from Saranga's house and started carrying it to the palace.
This drum is really heavy. We went to seek justice, but the minister has punished us instead. It seems God doesn't want us to go on a pilgrimage. The money is gone. Let's go back home, or we may lose our lives.
You are right. But we must still fulfill the minister's task. Let's go. Money is the king.
They both reached the palace with the drum.
Have you brought it from the minister's house? Keep it there.
After that, Saranga assigned the same task to Bimlesh. Bimlesh, with his wife, started carrying the drum from the minister's house.
Come on, Mr. Bimlesh. Move ahead quickly. Wow, what a beautiful sight.
I'm so tired after lifting this drum alone. Please help me.
Oh, really? You are the one who stole it. Why should I help you?
But it was you who told me to steal.
No.
All right, take care of this drum now. I'll go have some water and come back.
While Bimlesh went to drink water, his wife closed her eyes to rest. Suddenly, the drum started moving up and down on its own.
Oh no, the drum is running! Catch it! Someone catch it, please! The drum is running! Catch it, please! The drum is running!
You didn't lift the drum, but at least you should have held it. You are useless.
Is it? You didn't think about it while stealing. Now let's go quickly, or the minister will punish us, thinking that we are thieves.
Wait! Stop!
Bimlesh and his wife somehow reached the palace with the drum, where Kisan and Uma were already present.
You are still here? It seems you will understand only after getting punished, huh?
Minister, it's you!
Yes, me. Did you see the wonder of my magical drum? This drum has revealed your secret.
Which secret, Minister? Huh?
The same secret for which both of you were fighting just now. And I heard everything while sitting inside the drum. Now either return Kisan's stolen money respectfully or prepare to go to jail.
Thank you, Minister.
And this way, Bimlesh had to return the money he stole from Kisan. Kisan and Uma happily embarked on their pilgrimage.
If you like this video, subscribe to our channel Murthy Media.